Welcome to Pick Up and Purl, a weekly knitting podcast from Portland, Oregon. My name is Spencer. You can find out more about show notes, the patterns I'm working on, the dresses I'm sewing, and my life here in Portland at 12ouncebeehouse.com. You can follow me on Instagram at 12ouncebeehouse and on Twitter as Lethal Cupcake. So hello everybody, how are you? We got 2 weeks in a row now. It's a step in the correct direction. It's hot. I don't know if it's hot where you are at, but it's hot here in Portland. And Portlanders are a strange bunch. We complain that it rains all winter and that it's cold, and then the second it's hot, we're like, can't go out in the sun, must stay in our house. So, no. Oop. Oh, someone wants to say hello. Who wants to say hi? Oh, say hi. Say hi, Macintosh. Oh, he doesn't want to say hi. He just wants to give me a kiss. Or he just wants someone to play with him. Right? Yeah, he just wants someone to play with him. Go play with your brother. So yeah, it's been hot. It was 95 yesterday, and we don't have air conditioning in our new house. So I am lucky that it will retain the cool air for a while, but it will retain the cool air for a while, but yeah, that means I have to go through and open every window in the house, leave them open overnight. It gets down into like the low 50s at night, so like that's kind of cold when you're sleeping. So like it's still the middle of summer and I have a big comforter on my bed because I get cold in the middle of the night, and then but if I close the windows and it's boiling hot in here. So no air conditioning, the life before there was central air. So that's it. I've just been hanging out with these two and knitting a little bit, sewing more because it's so hot. I don't have wool hanging out on me, but at night I have been knitting a little bit. So let's get into what I've been knitting. So last week I was like, I'm gonna finish up these FOs and then cast on a bunch of new stuff. You know how that goes. So let's start with this. This is my Myrna cardigan by Andy Satterlung, and she's kind of on a timeout. Andy posted this week that somehow the gauge in the pattern was off, the row gauge was off, which is important because this cardigan relies on that. It's the way the cardigan goes together. The row gauge is very important. So so she redid the pattern for the gauge that was specified, and she sent the pattern out with the copy of the gauge that she had intended it to be. So I just have to go through for the one that's already specified and see how much I have to rip back, but I haven't done it. Because I was so excited. Like, I was like trucking along and almost to the sleeves and gonna be done, and now I am like, gotta go back and rip. Like, I literally think that's like, it's probably everybody's least favorite part of knitting. Right, is when you make a mistake and you have to rip back. Sorry. Abelard's kicking Macintosh. He does this thing where he like takes his back leg and kicks him, and the baby kind of just looks at him like, what do you want from me, big dog? Why are you kicking me? Don't kick me. And so, yeah. Anyway, enough about the dogs. So I was frustrated with that, so I cast on a new project, and it's weird because I had never really been like excited to knit this before. I had always been kind of, I don't know, I hadn't been really excited to knit this. I had seen them and I thought they were beautiful and everybody was knitting them, and that's kind of usually like a dead giveaway for me, is like, if everybody's knitting it, like I probably won't knit it. But it's been 3 or 4 years now, so maybe I can get it, but I started a color affection. Am I at the end of the road? I am. And this is my color, what I've got done so far. I'm through the whole first part, the whole first one color section, and I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stripes into the second part, into the 2-color section. I have the yarn for the 3rd color ordered. All of it is by a local dyer here in Portland called Bumble Birch. This is her, it's not Heartwood, that's what the other one is, Wellspring sock yarn. And this color is Succulent, and I think it might have been limited edition, and she may not be dyeing it anymore. Sorry, guys. And then this is also Wellspring, and this is Ranuncula. And I know that this one is limited edition. It was part of the Secret Garden colorway she did for the Rose City Yarn Crawl. Not this year, last year. So I have this one, and I love it. And the 3rd color I'm getting is Heather, and I'm going to use this. It's kind of like this color purple, like, if you could see, like this color purple. It's that color. So, yeah, I'm excited. I slowed down a little bit because I didn't want to get the 2-color section done and then be waiting on the yarn, but I just ordered it, and she lives here in town, so I would figure it would ship fairly quickly. So, yeah, there's that. Hooray. The other thing I worked on that was old that you've seen, wasn't a lot. It was my World Cup knitting. It was a really sad day in this house yesterday, and of course I'm in the middle of a row. It was my World Cup knitting, but I did not get any knitting. Most of this was knit during the first 3 games, like in the out rounds, like in the qualifying rounds, in the group of death. But, yeah, I think I got like 4 or 5 rows done yesterday because, it was a brutal game. Yeah, brutal. So, get to the end of the row. But this is the Maya cardigan, or shrug, from, Carrie Bostic Hogg. And, I am knitting it out of Cascade 220 in white. I had hoped that I would get motivated enough to like finish it before the 4th of July, but that's obviously not going to happen. I am going to have to find another cardigan to wear on the 4th of July, but I think I might have found one. So that works. I am so sorry. My neighbor comes home from work with his giant diesel truck, and then he proceeds to like leave right again on his giant, loud, noisy motorcycle every day. So, I'm surprised the dogs didn't bark about it. But yeah, no, this is coming along. I like how it's working up. Again, I worked on it during World Cup because, yeah, but, because it was white, red lipstick, blue shirt, knit something, red, white, or blue. Those are my soccer, U.S. soccer team traditions. There's that. And then I cast on another new sweater this week, and it doesn't look like much right now, but this will be the Fizz by Andy Satterlund. So I've got 2 of Andy's patterns on the needles right now, and this is a really retro crop top. And, like, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Spencer, you're not a small girl. You shouldn't be wearing a crop top. And for the most part, I would agree. I would not make it as topped as the pattern calls for, but she uses 1.5" elastic around the bottom. So I am going to make my panel 3 inches and then wear it with high-waisted skirts, so then it'll give you like a peek of a crop top, which I think will be cute. I've seen a couple fashion bloggers who are of my same size who who've done that. They've done it with a really cute top and skirt set from Trashy Diva too, that I'll link in the profile. I'll link the blog where I saw it. And it's super cute. Like, it just shows just like a tiny little bit. And it's not your tummy, it's like high midriff, where like everyone pretty much feels comfortable at. Like, so, yeah, so this is the Fizz. This is out of Quince and Company in the Chickadee. This is the Honey, and it's a two-tone one, so the band around the bottom and the straps, halter straps, will be this honey color, and then the color I'm using for the middle is Peacock, but it has not arrived. So I'm waiting for the mailman. It should be here today. It has not arrived. And so once it does, I will probably, I can't imagine, like once I get through the elastic band, like that's gotta be like a quarter of it, and there's no sleeves, and the straps are really narrow and knit and garter, so like, yeah, I just can't imagine, once the yarn gets here, I feel like this is just gonna fly. It's gonna be so fast, and it'll be like, ta-da, crop top. So, yeah, so that's it. It's been kind of a slow week. It's been super hot World Cup, and lots of sewing. I sewed and embroidered, maybe I'll wear it next week. I sewed and embroidered a top this week. I made 2 new skirts and a pair of shorts. So it's been a busy week as far as like sewing is concerned. And, oh, and I got a new dress pattern that I put together and I'm going to cut out tomorrow and sew for the weekend. So, Abelard's getting a little cranky. He's gonna start barking. So I will bid you all adieu this week, and I will see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe. You'll be able to get up to date like when the videos are posted, and be sure to give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know if there's anything you'd want to see about Portland knitting or Portland like dyers or Pacific Northwest dyers that you're interested in. I may possibly have it, or you could introduce me to somebody else, and that would be awesome too. So that's the show this week. I hope you have a great week and get a lot of knitting done. Bye.